psychotic in the White House understand what he's doing? I know this. I know that the thin-smoking psychotic hates Putin because he's envious of him. He's envious of his power. He's envious of his masculinity. He's envious of his popularity. And he's being driven mad, even madder than he already is, with his vendetta against Putin. So he tells Turkey to shoot down a Russian jet that may or may not have gone over the border. We don't know, by the way. Even if it did, by any estimate, it only did so for a second or two. By that token, many of our jets could be shot down. Many other jets could be shot down as they go over borders of other countries at 50,000 feet or at 65,000 feet, whatever level he was at. I don't know what level they were flying at. And then you shoot down the jet of a sovereign nation. So everyone's waiting for the other shoe to drop. What's Putin going to do? Is he cool, calm, and collected? Well, here's what he's done already. Maybe you didn't see the news. Oh, yeah, he's done something already. You know what he's done? He's moved a battle cruiser off the coast of Syria. Yep, came out just now. Battle cruiser off the coast of Syria with instructions. Instructions. Deploys missile cruiser off Syria coast, ordered to destroy any target posing danger. Now, any target posing danger could be a vast array of any target. Could be anything. What's any target posing danger? Well, what's any target posing danger? Russia deploys missile cruiser off Syria coast, ordered to destroy any target posing danger. Now, by the way, as this is going on, the insane, mad Islamists, the Muslims, Allah Akbar people, the Allah Akbar, the same ones who chanted Allah Akbar as they kicked the Russian pilot to death, they're our friends now. And the Christians in the airplanes are our enemies. You do know that Russia's a Christian nation. You do know that. You know that there's a Russian Orthodox Church. And you know which side Obama's on. He's not on the side of the Russian Orthodox Church. He's on the side of the Allah Akbar people, because they're the friendly Allah Akbar people, not the unfriendly Allah Akbar people. But in any case, the unfriendly, or is it the friendly Allah Akbar people, have just committed a terrorist act in Tunisia, killing 12 members of the Tunisian president's personal guard. As we speak, they're on a warpath around the world. France, Mali, Tunisia. What's next? Do you understand that we are at war? Do you understand that our enemy is everywhere? Do you understand we have a dunce in the White House who's on the wrong side of history and that we are in danger? That's, of course, one man's opinion. After all, I'm quite opinionated. I just wrote an encyclopedic book called Government Zero. That's how much I think of your president. Now, if he was only a zero president, I wouldn't be as alarmed as I am today, because I don't think he's government. I don't think he's president zero. I think he's president less than zero, because that means if you draw the line, you will see that he's on the other side of the equation. He also said something very odd today, really something very odd. He blamed Russia for what happened. Did you hear that one? Instead of sending any condolences to Russia, the Russian pilots, the Russian families, he actually defended Turkey's right to shoot their planes down. Listen to clip 2 of the psycho in the White House.
Turkey, like every country, has a right to defend its territory and its airspace.
Stop right there. Every country has a right to defend its territory, but we don't? You lying piece of garbage, you. You let the Mexicans run over our border. You're bringing in Syrians. You've erased our border, and you say every country has a right to defend its territory? You lying thing, you. Now, I intended not to blow my stack today, but I just did. I wanted to go through the show without losing my temper, and I just didn't. The man is a psychopathic liar. He's a clear and present danger to the survival of America and the entire free world. That's my opinion. And if you think I'm going out on a limb, go read Government Zero if you want to see what a limb looks like. 13 chapters, each one of them is a real long limb. The difference is it's not just opinion. Page after page of references proving who this man is. Oh, really? Every country has a right to defend its territory, and he erases our border with Mexico. What a double-talking liar this man is. What a clear and present danger he is to the survival of this country and the entire world. So I'm not going to blow my stack again. I want you to listen to clip 2. Listen carefully.
Turkey, like every country, has a right to defend its territory and its airspace. I think it's very important right now for us to make sure
Does he
that
not see the lie?
the Russians and the Turks are talking to each other, find out exactly what happened, and take measures to discourage any kind of escalation.
Okay. Russia deploys missile cruiser off Syria coast. Order to destroy any target posing danger. Dateline Tunisia. Allah Akbar people take over a bus with the president's aides and kill 12 of his aides. That's the president of Tunisia. Dateline France, northern France. Allah Akbar people, hostage situation, gunshot wounds. Everywhere you turn, the Allah Akbar folks are doing what they do best. Not curing polio, not treating diseases, not sending aid to the blind, not building crutches for crippled children, not tending to wounded, but creating murder and havoc around the globe. They're not terrorists. They're a death cult. This has nothing to do with religion. It has to do with a death cult. I don't care what you call it. There's a death cult, and it's winning. We're losing. No matter what the thin smoker says, we're losing the war. And he let this disease metastasize. He let this virus grow. He gave the virus weapons. He gave the virus shelter. He gave the virus propagandist cover. He owns the virus. He created this Ebola of the world. Obama has created this terrorist Ebola that is spreading around the world. He owns it. I have questions, but what's the point? All of you want to say what you want to say. Was it Obama's girlfriends, meaning the sorority that's ruining the world, behind the shoot-down of the Russian jet? Was it Obama's sorority behind the shoot-down of the helicopter searching for the downed Russian pilots? What's the difference between ISIS and Obama's armed rebels? Are we being drawn into World War III? What's the end game of the sorority? I also found the names of the refugee racket. Oh, yes, I did some research for you. You're not going to believe this. We have new names of those in the refugee resettlement racket. Now, their names don't end in vowels. They don't end in vowels. Like, remember the old days when you'd hear gangsters being brought before Senate hearings? They all had Italian names. And you all reveled in, it's the mafia did it. Well, none of these names end in an O. But they're doing more damage than the 5 families ever did to America. The damage being done by these psychopathic humanitarian liberals and the amount of money being stolen from the national treasury under the guise of humanitarian resettlement far exceeds that of organized crime. On that happy note, I take a quick break.
Join the Savage Nation. Call now, 855-400-SAVAGE, 855-400-7282. Savage.
The Savage Nation is sponsored by SwissAmerica.com, the only company I trust to protect my wealth and financial future. Call 1-800-289-2640.